Alright, I'm just gonna go ahead and get started. What's up, Amir? We're gonna figure out what the hell 20 I'm missing. Let's go have a look. Let's just go have a look, see if we can find what the hell 20 I'm missing.
New series. Difficulty balancing level 9. Level 19.
Oh, there it is. It's this. Annoying thing. Yeah, this chart's really annoying, so I'm not surprised by this.
Less annoying than the devil.
No, Devil's at least fun. I don't really enjoy Gloria. Yeah, this is the only triple S plus for 20s. It's a fine song, but the charts are weird. Not really the weird I enjoy. That should be good enough. That's only a handful of greats.
Absolutely perfect! Next stage.
It's just one of those charts that just exists. It works, but it's not very fun to play. And considering that's the first song of the day, I'll take it.
Level 20. Difficulty zone single. Series zone first to 0.
Alright.
5.
Let's do a bit of hunting and see what else we can come up with here. Let me just fix this. I don't know why this is an SG. Let's just fix this. Sim, welcome, sir. I like this song a lot now. I didn't like it much when it was released, but the charts were fun. And I kind of appreciate this one a bit more. Because Nebe gave us 3 originals for Prime 1, and this was the last one. The other 2 being Chinese Restaurant and Avalanche. one of the more interesting modern 17s. There's actually quite a bit going on. What's up, Jack?
Absolutely perfect! Wow!
Yeah.
New record!
The side turn stuff is extra good. Especially since this is no slouch on BPM, it's 180 BPM. So it really doesn't pull punches there for 17. Oh no, it's 180. That's actually part of what makes D20 deceptive. Because people think the patterns won't be that bad, and then you do them at 180, and it's like, oh, that's actually a little bit hard. But D20 was one of my favorite Prime 1 charts, so it's very fun. We'll come back to Requiem. Well, it was pretty close last stream. Almost all of these are pretty done. That can be fixed. That can also be fixed, but that's hard. But this is absolutely should be fixable. Hey, Kibi, what's up, man? Long time no see. Hope you've been good. We'll see how I do with not being super warm. I've got a couple misses of leniency for this, but I gotta really hit that last run hard. Which might be hard when I'm not fully warm. The moment I got stuck, I lost all hope of control. Let's try that again.
Excellent! You did it! Next stage.
It's hard to get back on if you make a mistake like that, because it's like, where the hell am I? I have no idea anymore. I can actually turn up the speed a little bit too. Just don't have to think so much. Like, I know I'm not super warm, but there was no reason to botch the end that badly, so let's fix that. Right now, we just want those rating points, so we gotta get our triple S plus. That's how it's gonna be, huh?
Hey, why don't you just get up and dance, man?
I guess I'm really gonna be fighting my body here. I don't feel as solid as I did yesterday. I did at least sleep more. I at least got some decent sleep during the day, but I think it's all catching up because work last night was not the best. So some of that's probably catching up, which is fine. we're gonna try and power through it.
Eternal pass of some kind.
Yep.
New tunes. Critical theater will go. Hi.
Also, I'm so glad this is like the singing version and not the instrumentation version. Because I've heard the instrumentation version and it honestly sounds so much less powerful.
It's even worse than Blade Emotion. No,
Yeah. Like, at least with the voice, it's a lot better than the little pinging that was the melody before. Push down that panel, but that's fine. That's good enough. There's the unrelated.
Absolutely perfect! Next stage.
Yeah, as long as you get to the end with a full combo and you're not bleeding grades, you got plenty of leniency. You have like 2-3 misses worth. That's a whole set of other things. We're not gonna worry about that. We'll come back when I'm a little more warm, maybe. Thank goodness I don't have to do that for rating anymore. That one's miserable to get rating points out of. We'll wait on that. Those are actually hard to get better scores out of. So it's fine. Those are fine. Like, maybe Paradox double would be better. God, I hate this.
Singles and doubles.
You don't see that often anymore. Avalanquim's ending very strong. It's so easy to just miss everything at the end. Couple breaks there. Yes. If you get as many misses as I do, yes. the ending is just that hard to keep up with. I noticed ticks have changed in this chart. Nice. Good count.
I knew you could do it.
Okay, here's the thing. The ending is a bunch of 30 seconds at 175 back to back. Think of playing Allegro at 20 BPM faster. It's much harder. Even if the rest were trivial, which it's honestly not because it's meant to drain you, the ending 5% will kill. I even tried to just string it into a giant like 24th run, and I can't even keep up that way. Like, God, I hate this chart. This is like my most hated 22 in the game, which says a lot. Yeah, the ticks are modified. That's only going 2 per hold, even though those are 30-second length. The ones at the end weren't modified though, so that's an interesting change. Well, the thing is, this chart is completely dependent on can you do the bracket tech. Because it requires literally nothing else. Chart so much. Yep.
That's the way to go. Next
I think the worst part was that it was rated to 22 before new IO was even a thing. So you had it even more inconsistent. It was just ridiculous. I complain about this all the time, but the amount of times I've had runs on rank in Prime 1 get to the very end with only like 1 miss, and then fail, probably happened a couple hundred times, and that's no exaggeration. Like, I hate this chart so much. I know it's me being bad at this tech, but I don't like this tech to begin with. Well, new pads were pretty rolled out by that point, but like I said, it's all on old IO. Good luck getting that to register, because it almost never does. You know what? I got the drill title in both games for Rock the House. I'm good just leaving it there. Like, they can have the rating points. I hate that chart so much. This I keep just mucking up the ending, so let's fix that. That's my fault. I need this a little slower. That was a little fast. And then a little slower. No.
Wow! You're awesome!
Next one.
Next
We
stage.
can't afford mistakes.
That's the lady died.
All the goods really hurt. I can pretty much afford like one combo break at the end and a little bit of fluff. It's pretty tight for this one. Yeah, but that really is part of growing up. I actually had this conversation with other people in chat on a stream today. It's like as you get older, you want to keep doing more and more things, but you also want to try and pull in all the like things you still do, and eventually it gets to the point where you just literally don't have the time and energy to do that. So you have to pick and choose. And that's a lot of the reason why I've left Bomani behind, because I can't have Bomani and everything else. And Bomani sucks up so much time and money that I'd rather just do other things. Like, I've had my share of 2DX, my Voltex, my Poppin', but I think the only one I'd go back to is Poppin'. Only because I still have a controller. I'm ahead of Jeff now. Like, I still have a Poppin' controller, but I already sold my other two. And I just play those, like, just to mess around. Speed. Here, why don't we make this easier, because I know this thing is late as hell. Let's make that easy. Now I don't have to make such huge adjustments. We'll fix
Hey,
that.
is this really your best?
Yep. That's how it is.
Game over.
If you get lucky, you'll have a good job where you get enough time to be able to do a lot of things, but that's not the norm, unfortunately. At least not here. Like, I'm lucky that despite working 12-hour shifts, I have flexibility in the days I have off. I have a lot of time in that regard.
Difficulty zone series zone.
But I'm already
Zero.
using a lot of that time to do things. That's why I can't add much more.
Right.
And that's just growing up. That really is just how it is. Yeah, it is what it is. Okay, that's like 1 and 1. That should be good enough. That should be 1 and 1. Maybe 2 and 1.
Absolutely perfect! Wow! New record!
Yeah, and like I said, you have to balance things in life. You can't do everything. You know how many games I want to buy on Steam and at least try and get through, but then they'll just rot in my library because I'm never going to get to them. Part of growing up is putting the hard caps on things. Be like, this is not a priority. If I get to it, great, but definitely not right now. It's hard, and nobody wants to be told, oh, you don't have time for that. But sometimes you need to be told that. Yeah, that's why I only did one playthrough of Fire Emblem Engage as opposed to the almost full 5 that I did for 3 Houses. I really liked Engage, and I'll play through it again at some point. But I tried doing the first map that fell Xenologue, and I'm like, you know what? I'm not really up for this right now, and it's just kind of sat in my backlog. Engage was really good though. Like, the story sucks. The setting isn't great. But as a game, damn, that was the best gameplay in the series by far. And music was very nice. Support conversations were very silly, and I like silly things, so I was okay with that. But yeah, if you just want a Fire Emblem game that really hits the gameplay mark, Engage is definitely the one. Because the ring system is very flexible, and you can do a lot of cool things. Like, even after I did almost 5 full playthroughs of 3 Houses, I had a lot more fun with Engage. Anyways, moving on. Yeah, there's not really go back to Annihilator. We can probably do Annihilator. I think the overarching political narrative of Three Houses was a good idea, but it misses the mark in a few spots. And having 3 of the 4 branching paths almost exactly the same really hurt. And then the other path that's there is the shortest one and feels very incomplete. So it didn't leave a good impression there. I was so distracted and I just kept getting farther and farther behind. I could probably fix Sorceress, but we'll see. Let's do this first. Well, I don't know about summer. Definitely by the end of the year. But I don't know about summer. At best for summer, we'll probably see Steam. That's only speculation for me, though. I can't be leaning into it like I do. Like, I have bad muscle memory in that area. Do not start bracketing until I hit the downbeat. I don't think I'm crossing my foot. Let's look at it. Like I said, I've had bad muscle memory in this part so bad. Let's see here. Okay, yeah, I need to make sure I'm turning my foot over enough. No, it fits. It's fine. It fits because it's very much a buzz right there. I just have to stop sucking at it. What's up, Axel? We'll have that fun tomorrow. I'm trying to not suck at this, but I cannot get this opening consistent.
Game over.
I just cannot get this opening consistent. It doesn't help that it's on left foot dominance. which is very much not my strong foot. Right would be so much better right now, but it's not.
New tunes. Here's your difficulty zone double. Difficulty zone here is down. Yes, that's right.
I didn't put pass on. I got the very end, but I messed up the middle, so that's not gonna cut it. Yeah, too many grades.
Unbelievable! You are the best!
Was good until then. But triple S plus on this is pretty tight.
Next stage.
Triple S plus on this is pretty tight. This chart's still great, but it's still pretty challenging. I can't believe this is an easy 24 these days. No, sorry, I will not accept requests today. I am strictly playing to improve scores that I have not gotten decent ones on. Unless you want to throw money at me. Like, you throw me $1 or $2 over PayPal, I'll play. But otherwise, today is not really a request day. I'll give this like 1 or 2 more tries, and we'll just see what happens. Yeah, I can't get more than like 2 misses anyway, so might as well have M on. It's funny, one of the other players in another server that I'm in, he was just like, yeah, occasionally I see people like actually play 22s and 23s. So seeing your videos to like see how like ridiculous they are is like, what? Axel, I am like almost halfway through my 30s. I will play as long as I can. I don't know how long that's gonna be, but until I feel like I'm not having fun with the game anymore, I'm gonna keep playing. I have invested way too much money to stop now, and I know that might sound like some cost fallacy, but I have way too much fun to stop now.
Really your best?
Now that run was getting pretty bad. That was just mistake after mistake. Like by that point, I had already dropped. I'd probably already lost my triple S+. And it wasn't going to get any better from there. Turn up the speed a little bit. We'll see. A lot of grace, but we'll keep going. Okay, that I won't tolerate.
Is this really your best?
That I won't tolerate for sure. I will say that it's nice to be able to do things you love, but if you play them too much and damage yourself playing them, that prevents you from doing other things down the road, then you do have to kind of self-reevaluate. Because I will play this as long as I can, but the moment I feel like my health is going down because I can't keep up with things anymore, I would much rather be able to live and play other things. Because there's still plenty of other worth living for. And I don't mean just games. We go as long as we can. But don't push it too hard.
did
that.
your best.
One more try. And if we don't get this, we're going to Sorceress. That should be good enough. Okay. Barely.
Absolutely perfect.
Barely.
Wow! New record!
Taking it. I'm glad Nimgo decided to try the end like cleaner, because I can apply the exact same strat. Thank goodness. Oh yeah, it is, because it is 24 plus. Cool. I have to keep John away, because I saw he climbed up to 86k.
Game over.
The thing is, physically, John's a better player than I am. I just have the tournament experience over him. But physically, John and like Matt Miller, they've definitely surpassed me at this point. Because they've gotten so good. But I'm happy to get that, so we're going to jump back to Sorceress and do some drilling. Yeah, my stomach's a little heavier than I expected, so I guess Panda was a little more than I needed. That's fine. I needed food anyways. Alright. Sorceress it is. Let's do some Sorceress. Drill, drill, drill.
New series. Use your difficulty zone single. Series going. Fiesta 2.
Fiesta 2. Almost on time. Definitely do not need JT for this. Let's see how good I drill today. Probably not very, because I didn't feel very good on Gloria, but that was also the first song of the day. So. Shoutouts to the drill where I got like all greats when I transitioned. Ugh. It's hard to be consistent on this one. You know, I felt like crap in the drill, but I'm gonna take it.
Absolutely perfect! Wow! New record!
Guess that only took 2 tries. But yeah, fast drill charts like those, that's like near the top of my range, my speed range. So it's very difficult to be consistent. See, the thing is, judgment-wise, that was clean. But timing-wise, I felt so late by the end of both the long ones. I'm kind of amazed I didn't get more grades. I'm actually amazed I didn't get grades in those parts. So, there's Triple S Plus there. I don't like playing that one. It's annoying. Necessary, but annoying.
That's why you keep it now and don't play it again
Until next year, I guess.
next year.
Fiesta to Fiesta Ride, Ride Oh baby, run, 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 oh, take it, run, 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 boy, the end is set, lost and less and lost. Taste me good like tap, tap, but
I feel kind of lazy right now. I could probably still do this. Ending of this is pretty hard. Like, the ending of this is actually legitimately really hard. So, we're gonna cheat the first part of the stair and then just run it. It is a very good chart, but Windforce knows how to make you work. hit this corner. That's still good enough.
Absolutely perfect! Wow! New record!
I can live with it. I think EG was the best I had in the past. I've not done better than EG. It's hard.
Next stage.
Oh, I can live with that. That's fine. Perfectly good score. Thing is, the end of that is still easier than single, because the end of single is ouch. Because that's a lot of bracketing you have to do. Hey, what's up, Zest? Congrats on the, what, Expert 5 again? That's a good accomplishment. That's some good work there. Hope life's been treating you well. Say hi to Noam for me. I miss her. We miss her. Oh, yeah, we're just trying to just clean up some stuff here and there. Just pick up some rating points. I was thinking of trying to do like at least one set of pass attempts on something, but I'm really not feeling it today. So we're just gonna keep getting these points up. I kind of like this one, but I'm not so good at it. I've gotten better at it. That's good to hear, sir. It's like that's really the best that all of us can hope for, especially on this side of the pond where things are not so good. Thankfully, I'm a bit more fortunate than most, but things haven't always been great. So much work.
Excellent! You did a really great job!
good to hear. And yeah, this was new.
Next
I really don't like doing the twist section at that speed because that's a little on the fast side, but I kind of need the reading for the brackets. Vacuum has some pretty nice lower charts, thankfully, that fit very well. And that song desperately needed some. Like, it was kind of embarrassing that no lower double had been done since DP3. Which is not really much of a chart for most people. No, there was nothing below S19. There's nothing below S19 before the S16 was added. So it just had just a nice big ass gap for 10 years. Yes, very desperately. Yeah, because people actually still seem to like Vacuum as a whole these days. People really did not care for Vacuum when it was released, but I think reception for it's gotten better over the years.
I don't know, where I was, people were head over heels for Vacuum. They like loved it and played it. It's 21, and those they couldn't get a D on it, they still played it because they loved the song.
Well,
so much.
that's not us in the U.S. at release, for sure. If it didn't have a difficulty level within like 2 or 3 levels of what you were comfortable with, people didn't play it.
Where I was, people didn't care much about getting a good score if they loved the song.
Oh, it wasn't even score related. It was just, oh, is this gonna like physically kill me?
People didn't care, and I never understood why I loved Vacuum so much because I never did. I just like.
My reception of it has improved over the years, especially as the general shift in music genres has happened for Pump. Thanks, brother. That part's just killing
Hey,
me.
is this really your best?
That part's just killing me. Come on. Let's have a look at that real quick. Reading is just hard for me.
Game over.
think I got how the logic is. I think I understand the logic now. Well, the thing is, the ticks aren't happening just where the taps are. They keep going. So you can, but you have to be very careful because if you pick them up for too long, you're going to drop. No, Imperium's definitely a hard 25. It's a very good one. It's a very good chart. But it's definitely on the upper end of 25s because it is much more difficult than it looks. Like, it isn't just the tech. You will be tired. And you have to do a flying stair run at the very end of the chart, and that can easily kill you. Like, if you're wanting to compare Iolite with Imperium, this is more than a full step up in difficulty from that. It's extremely difficult. Alright, let's keep going on Awakening. Anyway, Sporadic, I hope you're doing well, ma'am. Miss you. I hope I see you at SGDQ. I'm definitely going. So if you were going, I will definitely give you big hugs.
New series. Use the difficulty zone double. Series zone. Hi,
Because regardless of if I get a game in or not for the marathon, I will definitely be going because I need a freaking vacation. Like, I absolutely need a vacation. Okay, that was actually pretty good. Should be at least triple S. Okay. That is not a lot of wiggle room.
Wow! New record!
That is very tight. That's good. But that's very tight to hit triple S plus. You don't have a lot of leeway.
Yeah, I don't think you can get any.
I can't miss before the ending.
Next stage.
I can have one combo break at the very end, but I need to build up the max combo before then because I lost a lot of points from that. But I'm good with that. That's good. Because that ending felt a lot more solid. So that felt pretty good. So big shout outs to Refus. I actually really do like this one now. This one's fun. It's a little weird, but I think it actually works. It has a lot of really clever ideas beyond just bracketing, like the way the slowdown moves. the way the slowdown moves with the 16th notes is actually really cool. You just have to pay attention because the movement starts and stops every upbeat. Yeah, I actually really enjoy these. Awakening has a cool set of charts. I'm happy it's in the game, but I wish Type Mars would give us more. I don't think we've had anything from Type Mars since then. I think this was the last thing he gave us.
Is he on promotion anymore?
I don't know. I can ask the rest of the Indonesian community.
Maybe on the hiatus because I'm not good.
There's a lot of people. I mean, we never know. Like, remember DJ Counterforce, like his day job is being a doctor. I'm sure that takes most of his time. Like, that's actually why Heart Attack exists. Like, his day job is being a doctor, so he actually named the song after his job. Absolutely not. That's hard. That's hard. That's hard. You know what? I wouldn't mind just playing it. I wouldn't mind just playing this. No, not this one. You know, I can't even tell you Zest because it's been a long time since I even played it, but I'd probably just brag and mash out if you want to pass. I hate Gloria, like playing Gloria. So I can't really give a good opinion. Wasn't very good at the end. Oh well. Yeah, they call it gorilla play.
You did it!
Yeah, Great's really hurt.
Next stage.
I think I'm gonna probably stop after this next song. I've got some good stuff today, I'm fine. But I have trouble holding some of those drills out, and I need to figure out a better strat. Because right now it's very not consistent, I just chain bads everywhere. I'll figure that out. Yeah, they call it gorilla play. Spam is the gorilla play master. I love that dude when he does gorilla play. I saw him play the end of a Cloas S24 just by bending over and mashing. I don't think the life bar budged at all. And I've definitely used my share of gorilla play strats, like the first time I ISG Bedlam S22. So I'm like, I'm not doing the freaking run at the end. I'm not going to do the whole run. Alright, is there anything else we could snipe before we're done here? That's just hard. Yeah, looking like we're gonna do that. So I guess let's go over to Infinity. Wow. That's cool. Honestly, I was fine keeping it at 24. I don't know why they downrated it. I hate that they downrated it. Ending is hard. I didn't turn deep. Whatever. Die. Just die.
Hey, why don't you just get up and dance, man?
No, I don't agree with rating it down. Because the ending is much harder than Hellfire.
Game over.
No, like compared to Hellfire, the ending is so much harder to live through.
New teams. Difficulty from 0. Burst to 0. Prime 2.
Oh, I'm tired. You would be one of the few because everybody else I know agrees this is pretty notorious for the ending. So, are y'all gonna like do the fusion dance from your current positions and meet like across the Atlantic or something? Because you better be careful. There's not crocodiles waiting to eat your Super Saiyan ass. All right, let's pay attention here.
Unbelievable! You're the best!
Let me pay attention. Because that's 100% my fault. Can you bring me some water quick? Dang.
Next stage.
Yeah, this is where I was getting very distracted by my dry mouth. So it's like, whoopsie, hit the wrong jump. And then it just kind of spirals from there. Yeah. Oh well. We'll just do better. Let me look at the very end of this. Okay. Need to make sure I'm hitting the right notes. Okay, that makes more sense of how I want to move there. Gimmick 11. What do you think Gimmick 11 would even be? Because when I think Gimmick 11, I unfortunately think Mope Mope G25, which is not good.
Kugutsu.
No, that's Gimmick Master. Yeah, I guess the 86 full. Alright, let's try and pay a little bit more attention here.
Hey, is this really your best?
Who isn't biased towards 86? Even on my video, people say that. Botched
is
that
this
horribly.
really your best?
Botched that horribly. I just did not hit the ending at all. I'm just very mentally tired at this point, so I'm gonna blame that. I'm still gonna hit it for a bit. But yes, 86 is absolutely one of the best songs. It's no question. No question about that. At least nobody saw what I did in the middle. And if you managed to catch what I did in the middle, then you have a good eye. Because that was definitely not right what I did, but I somewhat fixed it. No, because then I have to move my left foot. I don't like doing that. Just leave it. Just leave all the bracketing on the right. It also keeps my ankle a bit limber. Okay, we're gonna try something. We're gonna jank the speed up, so I can try and think a little bit less at the end. But this means I have to be very careful on the runs. That was close.
Hey, is
Hi,
this
Kitty.
really your best?
Wow. Wow, Chitty. Hi, sir. I hope you had a good stream. Also, hi, Noam. Thank you. Unfortunately, this is going to be the last song of the night. I might take some more attempts at this, but I feel kind of eh. And we've already gotten some pretty good things today, so whatever we get is whatever we get. am not going to hear.
Is this really your best?
I'm not going to hear. I'm going to leave this for the day. We'll do this another time. I'm tired. That's fine. We got some good holes.
Game over.
But I'm mentally tired out, so I'm gonna leave it there. So, thank you for tuning in for a short session. Let me see if I can find a host on Twitch. See if he's doing some things. Because Chitty decided to be a butt and end early. No, we love him. You know what? Let's go say hi to my good bud Twilight Soul. Great dude. Go give Twi some love. Just giving some good stuff. You are the worst, but I still love your ass. Anyways, y'all go have fun. I'm not going to be here tomorrow for stream. I'm going to go out for our monthly community day. So we'll probably try and get some co-ops done there. So I might stream probably Monday or Tuesday. So y'all have fun with Twi. I'll see y'all later. Thanks for watching, everyone.